Many thanks for staying with us, everyone. In a matter of weeks, it will be exactly 2 years since Nigerians voted the APC led by Muhammadu Buhari into government, taking possession of the power at the center. How far have they gone? In the matter of months, the party and the political atmosphere will be rife of political activities, and governors may take just a back seat. And so we are reminding government about the promises they made at the campaigns and, of course, the plans of the government. Are they on track? We take on Power Works announcement tonight, and we caught up with the minister and the former governor of Lagos State, Babatunde Fashola, and we started by asking him if in 2 years of the life of this government, and based on what the party promised, have they failed Nigerians in delivering on the expectations?
We have delivered the first independent solar power to power a waterworks. Now, that was a problem that was unsolved when we became a government. We've solved it. We have expanded the grid capacity to almost 7,000 megawatt carrying capacity. We've solved it. So there are challenges across, even people who are generating their own electricity at home. Their generators break down. So the maintenance issues, we're dealing with them. We were at Ugeli during the week, an additional 115 megawatt. This is consistent. This is consistent with our policy trust that we will get incremental power on a continuous basis. Azura is going to come on stream. We're working to conclude Gurara and Kashimbila and Dadinkowa. We're working to start Mambila. We've signed 14 power purchase agreements for solar. We are working to deploy energy to almost 30-something schools, universities. So you can't ascribe all of that in negative terms. They're consistent with our policy trust of incremental energy. So I disagree with you. Because to talk about failure. Now, and this is also in context. Today, we have 4,000 megawatt plus of power on the grid. Today. But the actual power that ought to be available is 7,000. Now, the gas pipeline servicing major power plants, which is the fuel, has been cut by people who are angry. Now, the point is that in the history of Nigeria, as I recollect it, most of the pipelines that used to be broken were pipelines for crude products, for petroleum products, because of the pecuniary benefit. There's no pecuniary benefit in breaking gas lines because you couldn't really harness the gas. So this is an unusual development, but it's our responsibility. We asked to do this job, and we think that we are doing a better job in managing the economy. The results haven't yet fully hit street level, but they are becoming obvious as I will demonstrate.
A lot of Nigerians will be curious about your optimism because, I mean, of course, you are the man in charge and you're the one who is handling the job. You said at the end of last year that the nation reached a peak of generation of power of 4,010 megawatts.
I did not say it happened.
Okay, that's the report that we have. Early November.
5,074 megawatts in February 2016. I didn't say that it happened.
But again, at the end of March, the report also shows that there is an average power supply of 3,400 megawatts.
Simple, what I've been explaining to you. You see, you can't continue to complain that you don't have water to drink. If every time they fill the pitcher of water with water, you break it and the water spills away, you can't continue to break gas pipelines and say you don't have power. It just doesn't accord with common sense. People who want power don't damage power assets.
Did you foresee some of these challenges before you got the job?
Well, it was difficult to foresee that people will deliberately go and break gas pipelines. Of course, it was within the context of agitations that certain pipelines for crude and for petroleum products were being broken. But as I said, there was a pecuniary understanding and context to that. That, okay, if we break this pipeline, we can get crude and there's a market to sell it. If we break this pipeline, we can get some petrol, we can get some diesel, we can get some DPK, kerosene. And there's a pecuniary benefit to that. There's no pecuniary benefit known to me just to break a gas pipeline because you can't harness the gas and you can't resell it.
So, this has been consistent for several months, isn't it?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. You were asking me if we foresaw this before we came, and I'm explaining to you that it was easy to foresee people breaking pipelines. It was a long issue. It had been long enduring for years. And those are some of the things that led to the deal to grant an amnesty and all of that for economic reward. But they were largely pipelines where people could get an economic and pecuniary reward. I can sell what I collect by breaking the pipeline. But in the case of gas, you really can't sell. So it was just simple and pure sabotage for the purpose of ensuring that government doesn't achieve its objective. But you see, as I said, we asked for this job. We think our methods are better, and in the end, Nigerians will see that our methods are better. So it's part of the problem we must now solve.